We we now appear to be the slowest type, but understand we can't ignore the hype. So time to do the thing that we do, that's to review. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to the Butter Bunch. My name is Jacob Butter. Welcome back to another episode of Gacha Review, regardless of where you're watching right now. This video is going on both the main and the community channel, in my case, and just the community channel for everyone else. And by everyone else, I mean just one person, because it seems that despite planning this a day in advance, other stuff came up for at least one other member, and another one just, well, remember the Avatar? When the world needed most, he vanished? Yeah, there we go. But we do have BB here, so there we go.
Yeah, it's almost like we planned this yesterday.
Yep, and
It's
they
almost
both
like
said,
we planned this a day in advance.
and they both said they'd be available today.
And you know what's funny, actually? I could even sort of forgive Shorty, because Shorty technically didn't even say that she would be. She said, I should be. Technically, that is not a guarantee. Aiden,
Okay.
on the other hand, said, I am free all day. Aiden
And
has no excuse.
And yes, this is also on the Butter Bunch, and that's also, in case anyone is wondering, why this is the review of episode 3, despite on the main channel I have not reviewed episodes 1 and 2, because I reviewed them a long time ago alongside, I was about to say this bunch, but this one person from the bunch, and then also the rest of the bunch. So yeah, those are there, but so I'm not going to go back. I did actually rewatch both episodes before this point because it has been such a long time since we got round to this series again. I don't know why. Clearly, from the plethora of people demanding to join this, not knowing it was supposed to be a Butter Bunch thing as well, that, you know, this this series, you know, being the most revered gacha series of all time, who knew would generate a bunch of interest? I have no idea why it took this long to get to episode 3 and the series is over after 3 years. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Man,
And yes, I have been away all day, unfortunately. I did not realize I was going to be away for such a long time today, so that's why today's voice line also did not come through. I apologize once again.
Correction here, Bon. Shorty is not from the Butter Bunch. Shorty is on the Butter Bunch. Shorty actually predates the Butter Bunch by quite a bit, actually. By quite a few years.
Yeah, well, okay, Shorty as a content creator does. The ItzShortieChan channel actually doesn't.
Yeah, so the current channel is actually the second channel because YouTube does not know how to actually do their jobs. And did delete the other channel. I don't care if you're monetized. I'm not. YouTube do better. If we can get that channel back, that'd be nice. But knowing you guys probably don't care enough to keep those sorts of things because you probably didn't read the emails. You little... God, I hate that. Frustrated me so much when that happened. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can confirm that at least when you are in the YouTube partner program, they do in fact read your emails because they have greater support for you. But I don't know because at the time, despite being fully qualifying for the partner program, Shorty, well, the ItzShortieChan channel was not a part of that, so I don't really know. Oh, hang on a second, scratch that. Aiden's here.
Yeah,
hello.
Aiden.
Hello.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I
We
don't.
have
No,
3
I'm
out of
not
4.
feeling anxious at all. Well, I did get stressed momentarily.
Oh, okay.
But my headphones wouldn't work and have audio, and it really got me frustrated.
I see. Okay,
because it always tends to happen when I need to be here for something. It's like, oh, I need to do something. Okay, time for something to not work.
Okay,
Yeah,
for context to everyone, I did DM Aiden saying like, "Oh, if you're disconnected because you're anxious, then please let me know. If it was your connection, then, well, I guess you couldn't say if it was or wasn't because you'd be have to be connected to say it. But you know,
I just
essentially something
spam
like
called
that. Yes,
and
there
pinged.
was.
I did everything to the best of my ability, and the irony of it all is every time I did it, Aiden's like actual activity thing got progressively lower. First it started as online, then idle, and by the time I was done with it all, he was completely offline. So I thought it was all done.
Mm. So everyone's saying we need someone to replace Shorty now. It's like, I mean,
we're
technically,
fine. We're
I was gonna
fine
say
for now. We
if
don't
there was
need three
anyone,
people.
if there's anyone who would replace Shorty, hypothetically, it would be Ghosty, who was the first person to ask to join, and then like 3 other people also did. Oh my goodness. Okay, right. Never mind. Let's actually bring the episode up. Let's vibe to the music freaks once again. And speaking of vibing to the music freaks, as it just so happens, I had to take a cardboard box with me today, to where I was, and the cardboard box actually contained a device that I haven't actually had a chance to use yet. So
What device?
I thought since we're talking
A
about
disco
musicals
ball?
and music freaks,
Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna say,
Oh,
oh,
why
okay.
do we have
See,
a disco ball?
yeah. See,
oh
I
god,
thought that was
that's
just
noise.
I thought that was just a crystal ball, and I thought we were about to like go into the future there.
No, we're gonna do a seance here. We're gonna talk to the dead and
Right.
stuff.
We're going to the future. We're actually on episode 12 now. No, sorry, episode 11. Then we're
we're on episode 12. We already started season. Well, technically season 2, episode
Rosie
1.
Clothy
We're on season
actually,
2.
Rosie
We're on
Clothy
season
just
2
surprised
already.
him with a surprise episode in the future, which is episode 12, and that was the real finale. I don't know.
Oh, but there is a season 2. I'm not joking about that.
Yeah, I just wanted to demo this for now. Oh wow.
Your camera froze. Up there.
Okay, here we go.
God. Oh god.
Yeah, I just
Maybe
wanted
we
to demo
shouldn't
this
do
right
that on the
now.
stream, dude. I'm kind of worried about people with epilepsy. Actually,
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
we shouldn't. I don't want to give anyone a seizure while watching a stream.
I was doing that for a demo. I wanted to actually, bring it out when we actually started, when we actually got to the musical numbers, or number, depends if there are one or
There's
two.
only one number, episode 3 specifically.
So musical number then. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
We're still in Got to Life. Just one more episode after this, and I believe episode 5 is the transition between.
Dude, I saw that pop up there on the left, and I thought Shorty just joined.
No.
Shorty,
her,
I was
please.
about to start celebrating there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I like the guy with like the buzz cuts hair.
I don't. This looks
He
like
looks like a bad boy. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool design.
No,
he looks like
he looks like
with Zach on fire.
Yeah, no, he looks like he's trying to be a bad boy. Like it feels like it feels like he had a bad boy phase.
It's Danny Gonzalez.
And then immediately
No, it's Diggy Gonzalez trying to be more gangster than he is.
He looks like he looks like he had a bad boy phase and then immediately snapped out of it, and so that's why he's just kind of having this goofy expression on, but he can't exactly get rid of the markings yet, given the fact
Why do girls like him bad?
Your things.
I don't know, but it's true. Take it from the baddest, they can get enough of you if you're bad. They follow me home after school and starting fights over me. I don't know what to do because I'm bad. Anyway, also, Maya, you are 100% correct. The villains from Winx season 4. Yes, absolutely.
I haven't seen Winx, so
I don't know what they're called in English, but yeah, Los Magos del Círculo Negro. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know Spanish either.
Yeah, the Wizards of Ogron or something, because that's the main character's name. I don't know, something like that.
Probably.
I barely know Spanish, but I definitely don't know it being said that quickly.
Well, I mean, I feel like in any language though, like when anyone hears any other language that they don't speak, the language naturally sounds faster. Like you're speaking a lot faster than you really are.
Oh no, well, Spanish is just naturally like very quickly spoken, so that it does also come into that.
Yeah, I mean they'd be speaking forever. Have you seen how long the words are? Dude, the spelling of your guys' words are so much longer than ours.
Really helps with dubbing, I will say, being able to speak that fast.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just called the Fairy Hunters? Wow, that's creative. Oh,
that is very boring.
It feels a lot better.
hey, there we go. The Wizards of Ogleron. That's what okay, that's the full name. Okay.
That feels like a Wizards of Oz spinoff.
Yes. Okay. On to the actual episode. Finally. Without further ado, on with the review.
Look at Sadie and her horrifying expression.
Yeah. I thought the guy with the beard was singing for a second.
This is a musical series. We're not starting off the musical number. I don't think we ever did that for any episode.
No. Oh well.
Oh yeah, I like that audio editing.
Okay, so why did the music start off as the score and then it ends up becoming filtered when Jake appears? Surely it would have makes more sense to fade it in while Jake appears from off screen.
It's because the implication is that it's coming from his headphones.
Okay, yes, I know that. That's why it's filtered.
But he's saying, why doesn't the effect play over the whole thing instead of why does it start like we're listening to music naturally?
Precisely.
I mean, just so that way you get the and he's there too. I mean.
Oh yeah, I forgot this series is riddled with cameos, so I guess Nerd Natsu was the thing. And yes, I did see the bucket and the shovel. Yeah.
Bucket what?
Guys, come quick!
Oh, there was a character I think was the gardener who went across with bucket and shovel. Doesn't matter.
I forgot about the inconsistent eyes.
Also, this is like which season are you? This.
Which season? There's only one season at the moment. I mean, there was a season to announce, but there is only one season.
Unless you mean episode, dude. Okay, no,
they mean seasons of the year. Christ.
Seasons of the year. I guess we're in the fall. I don't know.
Which season are you? It's like a BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh no! See, it's because it's in the background.
Yes.
Oh, listen. I don't really look at backgrounds normally. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, this is the one series where that's probably a major thing to do. Actually, I will say that Theater Throwdown did have some background details that were worth paying attention to. I assure you.
I did. Say what? Aiden, also, if you have not seen that video or at least the stream, you need to.
I haven't got around to it. Also, okay, so I have a complaint real quick about character designs real quick.
I think William also has several complaints. So William, you start writing yours while Aiden talks.
The character designs are fine for the most part. I just don't like how these two guys wearing the hoodies are basically just wearing palette swap versions of each other's outfits. And it would be one thing if they weren't talking or if one was walking by and the other weren't interacting. But since they're both interacting, it makes it extremely obvious that they're wearing the same outfit.
Yeah.
Just different color changed. And I don't know. I mean, I guess their hair is different, but their eye shape's the same.
Yeah, poor guy on the left has been left out. He's not in the clique. He hasn't.
He
hasn't earned the hoodie yet.
He hasn't earned the pink phone. No one's gonna get that, but or well, newcomers.
Bro time. Yeah, exactly. Was that what your squad was like, Maya? Anyway, they look like twins. I mean,
I don't really their hair and eye color is different, so not really. It's just their outfits are twins for twin.
Yes, they look like they're twinning rather than being twins themselves.
Yeah,
could be not.
I've been twinning with my friend recently. Actually, me and her have been wearing occasionally twinning and organizing that. It's been fun.
That happened to be hoodies.
No, not hoodies. We got this blue striped jacket, and then we're both wearing black shorts. And then another day, my mom made us Superman shirts, so me and her were wearing Superman shirts with black shorts and black shoes. So twinning.
Yeah, when doing background, somebody needs to cheap out potentially, but also just swap out from some of the other ones who make cameos elsewhere, and people wouldn't notice. There's also that.
That it again. Pink-haired devil. Wait, don't tell me.
That's the title of the video.
Girls, stop fighting this instance. Get the hell off her. Get off me.
Oh, Anna, just the first animation.
Wait. Who says instance? It's instant. What?
Yes. I mean, it would be this instant. Yes.
Yeah, because instant means now, not just in this current time.
Instant, and this one instant get off her. Like you can be on her any other
in this moment in time.
Right, because it's like if you say instance, it's like this entire scene can play out for however long is needed, and then you get off. It's like it's not how that works.
Yeah. Okay, W, you are right. If they're not identical twins, then yeah, potentially. I did the opposite for Muse and Girl. I had two identical twins and dressed them differently.
Well,
okay, apparently people went by with matching bunny ears. Oh, so Aphmouse Cassia trend caught on.
Although, wait, I will say as well, I think Lion and Brian, was it Brian? What was
Liam and Brian, yes.
Liam and Brian. I think there was a missed opportunity to have any development with them. I know they're meant to be background characters, but for the limited amount of background characters we had in all season 1, God, I really wish they had more focus or something else to them. You know? Listen.
I don't know, maybe. I see why you would say that.
Big and mighty now, are ya? Now give back what's mine!
So we have a little bit of animation.
I like how girl with the monocle. She's so
I guess animation didn't just that is weird. Why is that what? Also, I guess someone else has Bianca's eyes that annoy people now for some reason.
Yeah. God, Bianca's eyes are ugly. I don't know why you picked them.
Well, the public have spoken. The votes came in, and they prefer the old design, so we're keeping it.
We get rid of it. No one will notice.
Yeah, but over 50% of the voters will notice, Aiden.
Get off of her!
They won't pay attention enough.
Come on, Millie!
Get off me!
Oh.
Physics.
Physics.
Okay, I do like the fact that he does have a bruise though, and it's clearly like an actually developed bruise rather than just the accessory, or even worse, as was tradition back around this point, just a random face gash for no reason.
What do you mean? Bleeding from the face is normal, right?
Oh, and also, okay, so this is going to be a bit weird because clearly this arm has been disembodied because it's being used to restrain somebody. I appreciate the effort, but if you think about how that elbow is being stretched, definitely would not look like that. Would be more like something like being held in this position rather than.
I think that's the implication, but we're dealing with a 2D plane, and we're also dealing with characters who could only face left or right, so not the easiest. I mean, later on, Rosie Closey does like front-facing characters with her animations, but like right now. It looks like whoever animated this front-facing character in it. Yeah. Wait, really? Oh,
yeah, but even regardless of that, what I'm saying is that the arm being disembodied is what is weird, and that's because of the choice to hold Millie like this rather than like this, where you can actually say, okay, she's like breaking free, so you're being pushed that way, and then also my elbow didn't just pop off,
Go with me!
Calm down.
Yeah, let's see. Look how long that arm is. Now you can tell.
It does look a bit strange, but the first animation of the series, like honestly, I could forgive this. Like her eyes are just fading back to normal because anime expression to normal eyes.
Of course.
Again, a rough animation.
Thank you, Luke. Okay, everyone.
It's almost first
period.
Also, how did that worked? She just gets restrained for a second, and then the second she got let go, it's like, oh, all right, I'm calm now.
Be on your way now.
What's going on? Babe, are you okay?
No! That wild animal just attacked me!
Jake, what happened to your eye? Wow, she did that to you? That's one hell of a feisty woman.
Ew.
Oh, I get bad feelings from the way you worded that one.
Yeah, you're supposed to. This clique is not meant to be likable.
I mean, I will say in the first episode he was talking about like moms and like Stacy's mom or whatever.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but doesn't everyone?
I think he has issues with women.
Okay, here we go. So in the second episode, it's just because Jake makes the excuse of going off to see a teacher, one of these characters says, "Oh, he's got a thing for teachers or something." That's obviously the solution.
I think it's the same character.
And then also another guy, that bragged about like how he could get any girl or something like that, and then also how easy it would have been by Jake has Yeah. So again, there's a lot of toxic masculinity going on, particularly in this clique, and that's on purpose because that's the group that Jake has been trapped in because he's been repressing his actual passion in order to fit in with this crowd.
Yeah, I'm okay, guys. Thanks for asking. Are you hurt anywhere, babe?
My whole body hurts. She threw me to the floor and pulled my hair really hard.
Please. Stop with the crocodile tears, you fake tart. It's embarrassing.
Fake tart?
Miss, she needs to be locked.
So, it's interesting.
Okay, I thought they said tarnet. And I was like, what's that?
What's tarnet?
Here's the thing that I've noticed with Rosie's writing particularly.
Oh, they're swearing later, by the way. Heads up. Not in this episode, in future episodes.
I did just rewatch the other 2 episodes before we got to this point, but yeah, not that, but also just there's some words here that are very, very like obviously British, but yet all the characters speak with American accents. Yeah. That's one of the things that I had to like tone down for the mutant girl, being like, okay, let's make sure that I don't go too far with this.
Hey, at least you have an American co-writer now, so you know.
That is true. If that ever does happen again,
keep it Americanish.
Yeah. In fact, actually, now we do the opposite. You've asked me to help with Maria's dialogue for Heartpoint Family Farm.
Oh yeah.
What does British sound like?
Well, not what you just did.
Danger to the school.
You want to talk, you snake?
Girls, please, enough of this. Millicent, violence will not be tolerated in this school. I don't think you realize how close you are to expulsion.
Okay,
and
so
she means actual expulsion. She doesn't mean suspension.
Suspension,
probably.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that. Okay, so actually, in the first episode, I really didn't like this teacher. She just did not seem like she was actually like qualified for the job like at all. And bearing in mind the whole thing with Sadie, speaking at the exact same volume for some reason being listened to also makes no sense. But that's a whole other matter that we addressed in the first episode. But I'm glad to see that she's actually growing a backbone, and now that Sadie is not around to rely on, which is a weird problem also, relying on students to control your class. Now she's actually stepping up. So nice.
She has a weirdly soft voice, though.
Well, I mean, hey,
Yes,
at least appreciate the fact that the teacher is trying to get Rose goes actually try to give the teacher a personality rather than just I am teacher, therefore.
Oh, so
listen, personality is very important, and parents and teachers. I'm sorry, Jacob, but Geneva and Silas, in season 1 especially, are boring. They're uninteresting, and I don't care if you're trying to break God's stereotype.
How you use that as an excuse to bring up the parents, even though that didn't come into the conversation, because you know that Mrs. Dysart is a fan favorite.
Yeah, well, listen,
I see what you did.
I just want to bring up. It's very important to have interesting characters, even if they're minor, like through teachers or just adults in general.
I should remember that for Liam and Brian.
Yes.
More trouble? You won't.
I do appreciate the fact that the teacher wasn't written to be immediately crazy like everyone else.
I don't know. The way she speaks gives me Old Man Jenkins vibes.
What?
Why, you kids, if you don't get off my lawn?
I don't think that's... I don't
think so.
Talking. What?
I'm just saying, if you listen to her, she sounds like she'd be an Old Man Jenkins.
You know,
don't know about that.
She kind of.
Then again, I've never heard English Old Man Jenkins.
Rear hair as Alana, though. Like, look at that hair. She could be like Alana's biological mother.
And finally, we come down to Aiden dissing himself.
Competition.
What? Anime.
I will be having a serious conversation with your parents about this. I expect to see you after school in my classroom for detention.
Okay, actually, again, in episode 1, she said detention like super hesitantly, like she never wanted to resort to that, and now it's like, yeah, detention. Give that punch. Yes, absolutely.
But whatever.
Although this school does have a bullying problem, like bullies openly call the music club freaks, and like even in this one conversation, even though Millie did attack this girl is also clearly showing that she's bitter or not a good person either. The girl, like,
I want to know I don't know what happened beforehand to draw that conclusion, but I have seen more of that girl particularly. Not the nicest of people, but
yeah. I mean,
don't know
she
what
shouldn't have
happened
been attacked, but at the
You
same
probably do, but I
time, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like I feel like this school has a serious bullying issue, and they don't address it. Like it's up to the students to
no
address
schools
it.
do. What
Well,
school
yeah,
on
true.
planet Earth, especially in America, has
Okay,
ever
they should
addressed
address it, though.
the
I'm
bullying
saying they
issue?
should address it at least, you know, in an ideal world.
Who's the main character?
Jake.
It's Jake. Who's the one who got hit before, the one who got
Yeah.
bruised.
Who's the main character? The one who's just kind of cool. I don't know. I like it.
Hey, look, man. All I'm saying is the girl that got beat up better be glad she didn't defend herself. Otherwise, she would have been like suspended on the spot.
But she's too prissy to like get her hands dirty. She has to be evil.
Yeah, and that's what's keeping her in the school. The fact that she didn't defend herself.
True.
Miss,
that makes
please
sense.
don't do that. This competition means the world to us. Millie is an important member of our group. We can't perform in the competition without her.
We ran auditions and one single person showed up to them. We can't afford any more losses, despite the fact that the entire school knows about us now.
I understand, Haley, but Millie needs to stop attacking people. If she
Well, I mean,
keeps
she only attacks
stopping
this one
violence-
girl, allegedly. I guess.
We have in episode 1, it was implied that she does just do that to people sometimes.
Then I'll have no choice.
Serves her right. The savage.
I like how casually you say that too. Just you know, sometimes she just goes into a random lethal fit of rage and just lunges at
one
people.
girl. No, it's fine. She's only attacking this one girl. It's all right.
No, I just like the implication that she is completely docile and then she just snaps and then like pounces on people on occasion.
Yeah, at
Like
the
a
point
cat.
that Luke explained that she would kick Jake's butt if he got on her bad side, we just cut to a shot of her just randomly punching the air and kicking it for no reason. Like, it wasn't like she was like in the middle of a training routine. She just started doing that after she walked off frame for a second. Like, that's the kind of character we're dealing with here.
You know, to be fair,
to
punching
never
the
get-
air is not the worst way to alleviate that anger.
Yeah, but there was no anger in that scene, actually. In fact, she was really, like, accepting and happy that Jake was around before that happened.
It's on her bad
Oh, well,
side.
alright.
I guess she's the type that can't be tamed, huh?
Here we go again.
Oh my god, Jake, are you okay? That savage punched you right in the face.
You want me to kiss it better
That's
for you?
savage.
Should
Yeah, they're
I
calling
take
her savage. Again, like I said, this school has a terrible bullying problem. Because, like,
Who says that?
I don't know. Listen. They could call her a swear word. I guess.
Well, that's probably what they would actually say.
I mean, they
Who
just
says savage?
I, for one, am grateful that savage was used here instead of something else.
nurse?
No, they just
Thanks,
start
Leah,
calling her the B
no,
word the whole time.
Which would probably be what happens in real life. So yes, I'm glad of the change. Blech.
Although maybe the teacher
Alright.
would get after them, like, "Hey, students, you can't be swearing here." It's like, no.
It's just a bit of swelling. Well, that was an unexpected and painful start to the morning.
I love how he just goes into internal monologue right when Leah's talking to him. Like,
Yeah.
the fact is, like, when you do that in anime, normally you like focus on the character exclusively. The problem is, of course, that these two are stood too close together to do a proper like zoom in, just to get a close up shot of Jake. So I understand why that wasn't done here, but at the same time, the fact that Leah just like looks away and just starts going like, "Well, I guess I'll just stand here." No. She's saying, "I guess I'll just be here now."
What the heck was that all about?
There are a lot of fates in this episode.
You can talk to us about anything, Millie.
True.
What did she do?
I like the audio editing here.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, I literally just learned how to use the muffler like yesterday on
we should
Vegas.
have warned the mutant girl. That's okay.
That is what I'm doing it for. So
I
don't
mean,
worry.
you did do it. You did do it in the audio test you sent me, and it was pretty good.
Yes, that was the first example of me doing that. Yeah.
But we can deal with it together. We're worried about you.
Whoa. Are you okay, Jake?
No one saw him get punched in the face.
Well, not everyone was there.
Fine.
Well, okay, but
A
here,
certain-
dude, that stuff gets around quick.
And plus, he got sent flying as well.
Oh, okay. I've been corrected. This was the I guess I'll just be here. I guess. Sorry, I forgot there was repetition of the word. I guess there. The words. I guess. Okay.
I guess.
Brilliant script writing.
I guess.
Oh, that wasn't script. That wasn't written. That was ponies.
Oh, okay.
Someone punched me in the face just now.
Millie? Sorry, okay? It was a reflex. I don't like being manhandled.
It was a reflex.
Well, he got manhandled by what's his name? God,
By Jake.
Luke.
Well, I see. Wait. Oh yeah, by Luke.
No.
Yeah.
He got manhandled by Luke. You didn't punch him in the face.
Yeah. Well, she was too restrained for that. She probably could have kicked him, but oh well.
What exactly was
I mean,
all that about?
honestly, if someone was trying to grab me, I probably would kick them. Like, just go for the leg, just to get them to let go.
Yeah, just straight to the knees.
What we're trying to figure out.
And I told you it's none of your business.
Look, Millie, I know what those girls are like. They harass me as well. But if you keep getting into trouble like this, the school won't let you compete in the band competition.
And you may be expelled. You know, I'm sorry, that's a bigger deal, but okay. Yes.
Is it?
Exposed in being a part of a band competition? I don't know.
I disagree. That stuff isn't on a permanent record. I don't care what they tell. That
yes,
isn't
it
on
is.
No, it isn't. They tell you that. No, it isn't.
Oh.
That is not going to be on what if your job tries to look for that stuff, they aren't going to find it. No one cares.
Okay, it's not going to be for a job, but trying to go to another high school is going to be annoying because they may be hesitant to accept you.
It's suspect, man, dude. There's no way that you're just being out of school for a little bit. That is like a treat. Being out of the band for these people, anyways, is a bigger issue because they actually care about the band.
I would rather be kicked out of a club than be expelled.
I would
not. You don't like school to begin with.
I know. Hence why it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I don't actually know what age these characters actually are, so...
I think they're like 16, 17.
Oh, well, there you go. They're about at that time.
I'm pretty sure Sean's the oldest out of all of them, though. I think it's stated that Sean's either a senior or like
Millie
junior.
was supposed to be a year younger than everyone else.
I don't think Madness is American, because that's not...
Madness is Maya.
Spelled. We don't want to lose you.
It's not 16 here. That's all I'm saying. It's later than 16, but
yeah, it's like I think it's either 17 or 18 here.
Yeah, I think it's 17 or 18 here too.
I think it's
all
like
of
17.
you live in different states.
Stop fighting.
Well, yeah, but you know,
it's not as simple as that.
That's a little selfish, don't you think?
And there we go. Here comes Xander again. Fantastic.
Yeah, Xander's kind of a jerk.
You can't control your anger.
Yeah, it's weird because like in episode 2, I'm pretty sure we pointed out that he started off by having like an actual good point about why he resented Jake particularly so much, and then just out of nowhere, like in the middle of his own song, he ends up like coming across as the worst person and just stays there for the rest of the time.
But he's inside your bed.
Yes, which actually, Ghosty and I just rewatched all the episodes at the same time, and Ghosty like captioned that and I said, yeah, that's a meme. That's an actual Music Freaks meme.
Yeah,
you know, because the line is terrible.
We all
and I'm inside your bed.
Pay the price. Does the band mean nothing to you?
You don't understand how I feel, Xander.
I don't know. I don't know. For me, it's hard to place why I don't like Xander as a character, especially in later episodes when he does less jerk behavior. You know,
it is.
I don't like his jerk behavior kind of.
Did you just hear the guy? He straight up just said, "How dare you?" That is so selfish. Like
you didn't think about the band. Your anger issues concern me not. Focus on the band, heathen.
Yeah, your mental health. Who cares about that? Therapy? No,
Okay,
you don't
but
need a counselor or
that's
anything
what
to
I'm
deal
saying,
with his
though,
emotions. Okay, we have a band, and you need to suddenly become good and behaved. Otherwise, I will punch you in the face. I will beat you.
High school Zane vibes.
But I don't know. Again, like I said, I just don't.
I will kill you if you don't do the band.
Okay,
right.
but back to what I was saying. I don't know why. I just don't like Xander as a person. Like, early episodes, Xander can be a bit of a pill sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But Xander in future episodes, especially after his romantic arc happens, honestly, he's not that bad, but it's just something about him is like, I don't know why, I just don't really care for this character. I just don't really like them for some reason, even though they're not doing anything offensive or anything terrible right now. It's just, I don't like. What did I just say?
Okay, yeah.
I
So
said in future episodes.
I guess we'll have to wait and see about that. We'll wait and see until the romantic arc where a nice guy changes him. You know what I mean? Carrying on.
Girls have picked on me ever since I entered this hellhole of a school. You can't stop me from fighting. Those girls are asking for it.
Guys, why don't we just calm down? You're not doing.
How do you think she would feel about when people say women are asking for it? If you know what? Imagine she said that. Those girls are asking for it.
Yeah. By the way, there's questions about like what British people call like different grades and stuff. We don't call it pre-K. But we do have an equivalent to it.
Kindergarten.
All you're doing.
The K in pre-K is yeah. It means before kindergarten.
I don't know.
It goes pre-K and then kindergarten.
I'm killing Jacob over here.
What do you think the K stood for? Knowledge. Pre-knowledge, you know nothing.
Before knowledge, before you're a little bit of a knowledgeable ball of energy.
Yeah, you go to pre-K when you're like a fetus.
Like that's what you do after the ultrasounds. You know, you go there and
that's the ultrasounds are.
Oh, that's a dystopic future right there.
Is giving yourself an even worse reputation in school.
That's it! I've had enough of all of you! Stop trying to control me! Just leave me the hell alone!
That is such a calm walk away.
Yeah.
I like it was like, stop trying to control me, leave me alone. Do.
How dare all of you! That's it! I'm done!
It's like, also, okay, admittedly, I know she's angry, but at the same time, there is like a singular person in this group that I can pinpoint. I don't know about all of them. There is literally only one person in that group that I think you could validly say that to.
Say what to? Sorry, I missed that part.
Like, so that entire outburst, right? I hate all of you. I'm just saying, I know she was angry. She wasn't thinking it through. Admittedly, sure. But I will say, there's only like, I will say, Xander's like the only one in that group who actually had that coming.
Indeed.
What are we gonna do?
I hope she apologizes to everyone except Xander.
I hope she apologizes in song.
Forest.
Nah.
Oh wait, no, that's a terrible idea. Forget I just said that.
That's like a SpongeBob moment. I ripped my pants.
Though. She can't actually apologize in song because she isn't a character who's supposed to in universe be able to sing. Like half the numbers in the show are non-diegetic and some are diegetic.
I know. I'm
the one she sings, for example, is non-diegetic, so it's not actually happening.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you can actually say that in universe she's apologizing normally, but we hear a song. I thought that would be what could be done in that situation. But then I realized apologizing in song leaves a bit of a sour taste as of the past month. So
don't worry, just get out your ukulele.
Absolutely, yes.
The toxic gossip train.
Don't put this get copyrighted, Aiden.
Misinformation. The toxic
copyrighted the song. Careful.
Wait, stop, Aiden. Wait, no, she actually. Jacob's right. She did. That's the reason she made the song, to weaponize the copyright system. It's on Spotify and Apple Tunes right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not joking. You can add it to your playlist.
They won't get me though, because we don't have the backing track. That's normally what gets flagged anyways.
Actually, that is a good point.
The backing track's there. Like we don't.
Yeah, not always, but most of the time, that's true.
Oh god, there was this meme for a future episode where like Jake was apologizing at one point in a future episode, and like someone like overlaid the toxic gossip train and just made it make it look like he's singing the toxic.
I actually had
and I thought that was hilarious.
actually had an idea at one point to actually like do. I had like a meme video idea. It was gonna be while the scenes of the Amazing World of Gumball where Gumball and Alice would like be making up and getting past the differences, and then suddenly Alice says like one thing, and then Gumball just reacts like super over the top, and then starts going like, "Oh, get off your high horse" and all that stuff. I was going to like overlay like one part of the Toxic Gossip Train song. I was going to call the video "The Amazing World of Colleen Ballinger," but yeah, then I realized, oh yeah,
that's so good.
Not good idea anymore.
Wait, Jacob, video idea. What if we have Felix singing the Toxic Gossip Train to the Mutant Girl cast? He's like,
that's brilliant, but
guys,
again, no, she literally
I'm sorry I
weaponized it.
kidnapped your friend. I'm so sorry for that, but I got a song
we'd have
for
to
you.
we'd have to rewrite it obviously, because we can't just use the original song without done with the context in there and all the references to what happened in that situation rather than the situation here. We're not the music freaks after all.
No, we should sit down and write that later. It'll be hilarious.
do
We'd
whatever the hell
Felix
she
sings the
wants.
Toxic Gossip Train.
We have no control over
Felix's ukulele apology.
Wow, Xander just said we have no control over her. Yeah, what happened in the previous scene, hypocrite?
You don't need to fight. We can deal with whoever's bothering you together.
I said.
Yeah,
I'm
we can all
dealing
beat
with
him
it.
up. They
Why
can't
does
expel us all.
Yeah,
Why
let's
does
just gang up
This-
on him.
This suddenly became
jump
like a
'em.
Rocky movie. You don't need to fight. I gotta fight. Anyway.
By myself.
They're just
Millie,
offering
I'm
to jump this person.
By the way, here's a question from people. What do you think the word kerfuffle means?
Fight. I don't know. Situation. Fight or situation.
Yeah,
Disagree?
like an ordeal. It's a very vague term.
Worried about you. I don't want you getting into more trouble.
You say I make you nervous.
Okay, are you telling me that this doesn't count, but like an apology would be?
No, this isn't canon. Like, she's not literally saying.
That's what I'm saying. If this was a non-canon apology, that would have worked. But okay, here we go.
I
It's
will
not
actually
even
say.
an apology song.
I know.
will
I'm
actually-
saying if it were replying to what I said before, recontextualize here, Aiden. I'm not saying that this should have been specifically right now an apology song. We're also like only just starting the episode, so
I would say
there's definitely more room to go before an arc happens.
I don't like them actually doing this. I feel like because the entire setup, right, is that these are people actually singing. So whenever you establish that this is a real event whenever they sing, and then you go in the musical route where it's like they aren't actually singing, but it's really just their emotions being expressed through song, it's conflicting to me.
Yeah,
That's
it's
most
episode one.
musicals.
Episode one is throwing off the perception here, because both songs in episode one were diegetic. Episode two had one that wasn't, and now this one also has one that isn't, it seems.
Yeah,
But diegetic or not, how does the song hold up? Let's find out.
Tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster. A reckoning, you wonder how I got this way.
Okay, so you're saying beautiful disaster already. I feel like that's a little bit giving yourself too much praise considering what just happened.
You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same.
That's a cool effect. I can go with that.
Yeah, one thing I do have to actually say, in most music numbers in this series, it does actually it does fill in the blanks of whatever backstory was supposed to be there. That's one thing that I actually, I don't know if I pointed that out too much in like the other reviews, because normally we'd have a character actually explaining that stuff, or we'd see it in a flashback mode. But in this instance, it actually blends into the songs, and that gives them an extra purpose on top of what they already have.
The things I've had to face.
Also, lo-fi very much existed before this happened.
Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again.
I like her past.
Okay,
I like
she
her
just
past
tripped
haircuts
there.
in general.
Okay. Okay, I know it's supposed to feel like she like got pushed or something, but she literally just tripped there. There was plenty of space for both of them.
No, the idea was that she tripped her.
Yeah, except that
Again,
she clearly
we're
didn't.
not at Jacob. We're not in actual animation yet.
Except that we are. We just saw that,
No,
and there is a
I
pose
mean,
that
we're
looks
not
like it.
in like, we're not in like, they're not animating themselves. They're using the gacha animation,
which can portray this.
Not really. She's using the walking poses. So you'd have to transition out of the walking poses to have a similar pose or her leg out, and then quickly transition back to her walking. And that'd be look, Jacob. Sometimes you're a little bit too much. Sometimes you're like,
what you just said there is exactly how that would be done. Yeah.
Sure, you did just describe how to do it.
Okay, hold on. What happened? Okay, so
they're making fun of her.
Okay, all right. It's hard to tell who kicked the ball. First of all, it's like it's sort of like.
Oh my god! That once again I have issues with skirts and gacha. Oh my god, this might be the most egregious. What is this?
Yeah, that skirt is very short.
Does that even count as a? That is like something you are
also,
actually in
side
bed
note,
with.
I would have actually made that skirt black to kind of go with the black heart on her shirt, but you know, I don't think the blue works really good because that design has pink, black, like this pale saturated blue, and brown for the shoes. Like I would have just made the skirt black to make it more cohesive, but yeah. Listen.
Yeah. And of course, just make it longer in general. But yes, that's a thing for everyone. Absolutely. No need for Sailor Moon logic here.
Just does the splits.
I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying again.
There you go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so normally the eyes in this tend to be like, non-distinct characters that for the extras, the ones playing in the background. That's what we mentioned before. That's where the whole "it's a style" sentence that Aiden first started saying came from.
It's meant to be a style. I forget.
These are the main characters. We know who they
this
are.
is meant to be an artsy way of presenting the characters, like they're not actually there.
Or she's the odd one out in the group, kind of, maybe. Except that this is the only episode where that seems to have come across so far.
No, it happens in future episodes, I'm pretty sure.
Never mind.
Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment, cause you just don't.
See, okay, here again, I would have definitely at least given Haley a face back, so she can actually react to this, or fade back into the background with Haley there.
Is what she's saying. So having Haley be faceless,
I will also say, and I'm sure this isn't actually what happened, but if you want to really dive into it, you could argue that the eyes themselves missing is meant to symbolize a lack of perception, which helps with
you're
what
not
the song is
seeing
trying
the
to say.
situation, I guess,
This whole song is meant to make Haley see the situation, so it feels weird to have her still.
She's not literally singing it.
Well, no,
how's Haley singing the situation? She even walked away from her.
What I'm saying is everyone else wasn't perceiving whatever her face is, the pink-haired girl was feeling.
Millie.
So that could be what it's trying to portray here.
Yeah, and I think okay, so Aiden, I think what you're saying is that, of course, that this is all happening. The entire song, if the entire song had happened inside of Millie's head, then yes, by all means, it wouldn't be. Why I said wouldn't make sense, but because you started singing to Haley in real time, canon event or otherwise, she's directing her emotions towards Haley. That's why I think at least having her back here and having some sort of reaction to Haley as she starts to understand bit by bit would have helped this a lot.
I don't know. Again, that's saying that, but I don't know. I feel like, Jacob, you take things too literally, is what I'm saying sometimes. Like you're like, oh, but literally this doesn't make sense. What are we talking? We're talking literally. Well, yeah, but most things, if we take them literally at face value, not a lot of stuff doesn't make sense, quote unquote. But I feel like sometimes you go hyper literal. Like sometimes things are done for a stylistic choice, or sometimes shots are made in a way to show something versus and be more artsy. Like we're not that we're a little bit artsy at times, but we're not really that artsy. Like the music freaks and stuff like that leans more on the artsy side.
Yeah,
especially the early part to kind of compensate for the fact that there wasn't literal animations. Like so, Rosie Closey probably wanted to be a bit more artsy than other Gacha series. Be like, oh, let's make this more unique and more artsy.
No,
and like I don't. At a certain point, I just don't think being hypercritical is necessary. Like you could be like, I'm not really a fan of the style, but you can't be like, oh, them not having eyes makes no sense. Therefore, it's like. It's like
I don't know. I can understand the idea that they were doing it for like as like an abstract like representation, right? That's what I was just saying it could represent. My thing is I just feel like I don't see that often enough to actually fully believe that for a gacha project.
Yeah. Well, no, this is one of the few series that actually tries to go for a more abstract view. And honestly, I'm kind of jealous because I'm not the best at the more abstract, artsy kind of way of doing things. Like, that's why I don't really do that, because I don't know how to do it personally.
Okay, so just to go back to what you're saying about me being hypercritical, it fascinates me that you and some people in comments actually seem to mention that to me, but only when talking about this series particularly. It does come down to a little bit like how this is received, and also I've mentioned this before.
But at the
more
same
that I
time,
enjoy something, the more that I actually go into the nitpicks and the details. I'm not to say that that this doesn't work. Well, everything doesn't work for everything. I mean, sometimes I do. Like this embodied elbow, what the heck? This could work. I'm saying that what I've perceived is a way that I think this could have been represented a little better than it already is currently. There are still ways to improve something, even if the general public perceives it to be perfect. That's why I can come across as overcritical sometimes.
But
even if I'm not saying
sometimes I kind of feel like, especially when it comes to the music freaks, you end up being a bit harsher because, like, unlike other stuff we review that has obvious flaws, like obvious design flaws, obvious story holes, like the music freaks doesn't have tons of holes in it constantly.
Yeah, so
versus a lot of other stuff.
Analytical.
So I guess that way, so when you go into it, it feels like you're more or less looking for the holes. You're looking for the problems. You're like going through the whole thing and looking for where the problems are versus other stuff where it's like, okay, this is obviously a problem here. Oh, this
when you're trying,
like, and I don't know. I just feel like review wise, when you start to look for problems, like, I mean, like, obviously there's an obvious problem in front of you. I believe you just say it, but at the same time, I don't think
if all I did was look for obvious problems and stuff, then I feel like I wouldn't be as good a reviewer.
I don't know. I just
because then there's no point because we just go and watch the video itself and people can already tell what's happened. In the music freaks, there isn't that much stuff, so then it becomes almost exclusively a case of looking into the details. Plus, so I can see again why it comes across that way.
Then I worry that you're giving unfair criticisms or criticisms that are like on like a combing level, I don't know. And I just worry that kind of like, and it does kind of give the perception that you don't actually like the series. You just want to say it's wrong. Just say, oh, well, you think the music freaks is good. Oh, you think it has a lot of good aspects. Well, look at all these problems.
I
do kind of worry that it comes off with
video alone. In this video alone, I have praised different things and disagreed with
I just worry at a certain point it comes off with that perception.
I disagree wholeheartedly. We have an entire section at the tail end where it's literally us giving our final thoughts.
I don't know.
I feel like that's the chance to be like, yes, I did.
This review style, which I sometimes have problems with, because sometimes it feels like every minor issue has to be brought up, and it's like, I get it because it's a more reactionary style review rather than an overarching review. But I don't know. It's just it's kind of complicated. It's like on the one hand,
going to
like I don't know.
Think about like how other people do gacha reviews and how they just they barely go into like anything at all, or go too far across the other end, and they just poo-poo the entire thing exclusively because it's gacha. The whole thing about like how
I feel like if you're reacting to gacha and you don't like gacha and your only criticism is, oh, it's gacha, therefore it's bad. It's just like, why are you reacting? Why are you reviewing it? Why are you talking about it? It's just
because it's good content. That's why I'm here.
Although I feel like some people who are like overly positive as well come across as like equally opportunistic to me at times, because it's just like, okay, well, this is gonna get views or something, so therefore let's go into it and just do the classic reaction and just point out, like, how, like, what everyone is expecting to hear, which is how perfect everything is, particularly with something like this. So again, I try to always make sure, even if it is just details, to point out that yes, something can be good but not perfect.
Also, when
that's why when I like something more, I nitpick.
When criticizing a musical with the whole idea of, oh, what's canon, what's not canon, oh, are they actually singing? It just gives me kind of vibes of like when my brother and dad would like talk about musicals. Like, it was like, it doesn't make any sense. Why are they singing? No one just sings in real life, and it just like gives me those kind of vibes, and like, ugh. I don't know. That kind of gives me that kind of PTSD. Like, no, that's not.
Yeah, but
it's an art form. It's a medium.
Yeah, but the problem is, and I already mentioned this earlier, is that whenever given conflicting information, I think it is completely valid to question it. Because if you are going out of your way to show that these are real songs that they are doing, and then you go and you do this kind of more artistic style, that's fine, but maybe pick what you're doing here.
But there are plenty of musicals that have a mixture of diegetic and non-diegetic songs. Like, there are plenty of musicals.
The thing is, though, that
that
musicals
when it comes
generally
to musicals,
are
what you can tell, you can tell what's meant to be diegetic and what's not meant to be diegetic. It's generally based off everyone else's reactions. Like, if there's a bunch of people reacting or talking about how they sing, or there's build-up before they sing. Like,
and
maybe
this is
they
why
go on
I've given
stage.
the build-up before Millie started singing this song, that I thought judging Haley's reaction would be a good thing at this moment, prompting this entire discussion. Just to clear the air in case it does come across as confusing, I do not dislike musicals. In fact, I actually last year wrote and directed a musical. In fact, actually, that musical was inspired by this, because it was meant to be a gacha thing in the first place. But because of that, because I feel such passion for like how even for songwriting, for lyric composition, and for theater, all these things together, and gacha, all of that culminating together, I am going to be like, well, let's look at this, because again, the songs tend to be like one of the things that again no one seems to talk about.
Also, Jacob, with the songs and Music Freak, I know like what freaks. I know you were like talking about how like, oh, why don't they have original songs and like that, or like talking about how come the voice actors don't sing it. I actually think it's more or less the idea of a jukebox musical versus a standard musical where it's like the songs are written for the musical. I think it's closer to a jukebox musical where these freaks.
Yeah, but at the very least, they
can just adding them into context of the musical.
Yeah, the art of making a jukebox musical is that you have to actually choose songs that are the most suited. And sometimes, like my gaming life, I think actually was one of the ones that got the closest to that. And then, of course, the one that was like after that, I mean, that was just a demonstration of Jake's singing abilities. You can just do that for anything. The fact that I had backing vocals was an issue, but everything else, okay, so what? Chasing is where I took more of an issue, because again, chasing actively it doesn't end the song continues. So clearly Rosie Closey was willing to cut the song when it lost its value and context, but cut it too late, because suddenly the perception of the character who is singing, who is supposed to be conveying something very specific and mistrust, suddenly goes, okay, well, guess what? I'm going to become the jerk now. I'm criticizing you for being a jerk for a second, and here I'm going to turn into that, and I'm actually going to I'm on the attack now. I'm inside your bed. I'm doing all this stuff and whatever.
Yeah, although I
to then finalize it too quickly.
I'm inside your bed.
Like a problem with episode 2 is the fact that I think
different
Chasing
thing to most people.
Being the one musical number, I feel like Chasing was kind of one of the forced musical numbers. Like, it doesn't really happen with most songs in this show because most songs kind of are integrated well. But definitely with Chasing, I feel like Chasing was like, oh, it's episode 2, but but we need a song. Oh, this kind of works. And like, I feel like it was one of those cases where it's like the obligation. Oh, it's a musical series, therefore I need a song. Therefore, I should throw in a song, even though.
And that's what I was guessing at. It was a bad song choice, and it didn't work for the episode.
I mean, it worked somewhat in the beginning, but yeah, no, like some lyrics were kind of weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I want to portray here.
Yeah,
I think
the whole "I'm inside your bed" thing is kind of funny, but it is also very strange and inappropriate.
What?
I mean, by all means, you can give me the songs for the FNAF musical. I mean, why the heck not? I'll have to take a look at some point.
The FNAF musical is pretty good.
Apparently, episodes 9 and 11 will make the point now age poorly. So, you know what? I look forward to that.
Right.
I like to see how series evolve. So, absolutely.
Some of the melodrama in the series. I mean, I will say the melodrama in this series is good at times, but sometimes it's just so much. Just like, God, why are you writing so much drama? It's like a network television with the drama sometimes, like especially later in the series, like a network television level of drama. Like, no,
that's not what melodrama is. Melodrama is a overly exaggerated form of drama, and is generally a thing you'll see in things like crime noirs and such. That is not at all what this is.
This is dramatic. I'm saying later. I'm saying so much later. It's like so much crying and drama.
Yeah, he's talking about like particularly later episodes. In fact, I remember when Music Freaks episode 5 came out. Obviously, I didn't watch it because I was watching the reviews. Yes, and Aiden was not, and that's what I was about to get at before I would finish my sentence. But yes, that's exactly right. Aiden did not like it because of events that happened there that would come across as more dramatic.
It was a cliche romantic plot, and I hate it.
And trust me, I fully intend to get into that once I actually see what that involves, regardless of how I come across. Now let's go back to me being analytical again.
I like the statement, it's time for me to get analytical again, and the very next lyrics we hear are never change. Never change.
Millie's hyping me up. Okay. Okay, again, I can't help but say this. Like, we exited the music room, and now we're exiting it again the same way.
I think this is all going inside her head.
I don't know. It's. I feel like again we could have actually, if she like teleported out there or something, would probably be easier to actually do as well, like put together. That being said, her walking in the halls does actually make a lot of sense because again, here's the non-distinct extra characters.
Look at the floor.
Give me a second. Yeah, shadows, fantastic. Here's the nondescript. Here's the nondescript extra characters, you know, who are so undefined, and she's actually the one who's undefined. So that's why I was saying before about her being the odd one out. Again, within her own group, depending on the episode, I guess it affects it more or less. But right here, it works. And now, what Aiden was saying, the floor, yes, I do like the actual reflections. Guess it was recently waxed in her head.
It is kind of really waxed, God.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. What school does that actually? I mean, yeah, it does actually look nice, but now that I think it's a fair point, yeah.
Maybe this in her head. It's much cleaner than it normally is. Yeah.
But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change.
Yeah, I do wonder, like them coming from like a moth to flame. From those other girls before, it seems like they were like their targets, but now I guess because people know they're gonna get reaction from her, more people actually start coming towards her. So again, she's kind of like trapped in this loop that she doesn't seem to be able to solve because people want that reaction. So this part I do actually like.
I like the silhouettes when we see like those like the black and white and just like for the silhouette.
I just appreciate there being a fight scene in Gacha Life to begin with.
Yeah.
I wish we got this fight scene in real life.
What?
I
You
want
would
to
like
see
that,
her,
wouldn't you?
I want to see her go ham on every bully.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get the arc that she's going down is definitely going to be the messages. What I'm saying right now is the bad thing to do. I disagree. I say karma got to him first, not you.
Yeah, except for the fact that again, the feedback loop will continue, and the more that she continues to beat people up, the more that they know they're getting to her, the more they know that the reaction is occurring, the more they can antagonize her, the more they're going to want to.
Well, yeah, so just keep beating him up. Eventually, they'll either stop or die.
And then she'll be expelled, and all that other stuff will happen. Oh, well, speaking of dying, I guess this is a terrifying insight into just how aggressive she wants to be.
Redemption never.
There you go, redemption never came. The alien dichotomy. You redeem yourself or you die. That's how it goes.
You die. Listen, all the murderer. God, people don't know how much murder I write.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the human body.
We do know, Aiden. We've seen
the human
it.
body can only take so many concussions. That's all I'm saying.
Know how much death I write into my stuff. They haven't seen all of it.
Okay, I haven't seen all the examples. They've seen the frequency, though.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Really
beat her
seems
up.
really important. Maybe I should investigate what her deal with Zoe is before she gets into more trouble.
So she did. So the fact that she's speaking to herself means that she really did just walk off. So in my head, I'm picturing she really did walk off, but she wasn't actually saying anything. So she's just haunting across the school grounds completely silently.
She just walked off and like stormed off.
Yeah, that song works in the same way as My Gaming Life does. Well, to an extent.
Well,
Apparently
My Gaming Life was a non-diegetic song. I mean, was a diegetic song.
That's the extent to which it doesn't work. To the extent which it does follow the same pattern is that it starts off in a concrete environment, goes into abstract, and then goes back.
A lot of
in this
songs
instance,
in the series, it's just kind of the musical style they go for sometimes.
Yeah, and again, my Gaming Life remains probably my favorite musical number so far, which is a weird problem considering that it's the first song in the whole musical, but we'll see.
I don't know. I like the visuals in this
one. This one might
My
be.
Gaming Life.
Yeah, this one I think actually might be a close second. Again, despite whatever I said earlier. Again, I think this is.
I mean, well, I thought Jake's performance to like when he auditioned to join the music club was kind of boring visually. Like
it also, yeah.
It wasn't really that interesting, and the Xander song, Xander, is his name Xander?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Oh my god! I just clocked that. You know who is another character Xander I have issues with?
Well, Xander, obviously. He's named Xander
from
so
Buffy the Vampire
Slayer.
I just thought about that. I have issues with that Xander and this Xander. God, maybe this guy's named Xander. I just have issues with them for some reason. I don't know why I don't like you. I just don't like you.
All right, that's okay. Fine. I mean, I knew who you were talking about, but imagine if someone else you said that to. You know, another character named Xander I have issue with. They'll just say Xander because they'll be right.
Yeah. Well, you know, Xander Harris. There, his whole name.
Yeah.
That's a lot of kids.
Class. I want you to find one novel of your choosing and fill out your worksheets. You have just under an hour.
That was clever to specify novel.
Hand them to me.
Yeah, go through an entire novel and fill out questions on your worksheets. Great lesson.
What?
In an hour.
What is the lesson actually?
Oh, actually, wait. How do you make a worksheet?
This was a summer project. This was a summer project that I got one time. That's how much long it takes to actually get that right. You don't do this in an hour. And Restream decided to.
The screen gone black. The screen gone black.
And that's the end of the review, everybody. I hope you guys
the episode ended. We ended on a cliffhanger. They're in the library. We don't know what's gonna happen next. Hope you enjoyed
I'm
the
on
stream.
my
Comment, subscribe, and yeah.
What became of the library? Find out next time on The Music Freaks.
I like how the statement isn't what happened to the kids; it's what happened to the library itself.
The library burned down. That's why the screen went black. Like the library got burnt down. Okay.
This isn't
they exploded it with dynamite because the mayor became a giant snake demon.
Will the students be able to fill in their worksheets? Find out next time on The Music Freaks. Okay, back to where we were. Here we go.
One novel of your choosing and fill out your worksheets.
And
just read a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah, this isn't elementary school.
This is
although
high school.
I know why you think
elementary school. High school.
I know why he thinks that, because this teacher talks like he's speaking to kindergartners, and that was a complaint that I pointed out in episode 1.
I don't know. She's kind of sweet. I kind of like her.
Well, I mean, she's growing on me in this episode, but she does still talk like she's speaking to the wrong age demographic.
Under an hour, and when you're finished, please hand them to me.
She sounds like Yami reacting to a gacha video.
Oh my god. They just said they don't like each other. Oh my god. Oh my god, she punched that girl. Oh my god, look at her grab that girl's hair. That is crazy. Oh my god.
Has Yami reacted to Music Freaks before? I gotta see that now.
Yeah, actually, I think so. That's probably how her reactions go, because Yami's reactions kind of suck, because all she does is just state what just happened, and it's like, oh my god, that just happened. It's like,
That's
okay.
why she does the reacting
Equally
and not the
cynical as the
writing.
people. Yeah, this is equally opportunistic as the people who just react to gacha because they find it cringe or whatever.
I don't know. I just hate Yami's reactions. Like, they're not even good reactions. Like, she was reacting falling, used to be like, oh my god, they're angels. I did not know they were angels. Oh my god,
actually,
they're arguing. Oh my god.
I think KW actually did exclaim that at one point, like when Adam and Zach things deploy for the first time, but that's like an actual reveal.
Yeah, well, that is actual reveal, but you know what I mean. Like, God. Yeah, like, listen.
If
Frolic reviews, though, she reacts to only, like, cringe stuff as well. It's like, oh, my demon hybrid. I don't know. Or something like that. My demon hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, whatever. Pick a stereotypical gacha title. She probably reacted to it at one point. Let's be honest. Look at him. He looks like a bird.
She said that.
It looks like Inspector Chico from Not Your Average Girl.
Dude, I thought he was gonna start dancing.
And she had the audacity.
Okay, actually, another thing. Oh, all right. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie. What's up? What's up, girl? Apparently, you're a teenager in this universe, even though you're a grown woman in real life.
And this is why I didn't cameo myself in the Mutant Girl School.
You know.
Well, you're a therapist in universe, apparently, now. Remember?
Yes.
Hey, you never know. She might just be Colleen Ballinger.
Oh, yeah, because apparently Miranda's actually a teenager character. I never noticed that from watching.
No. I always talk about grooming kids.
Oh, right. Okay, fine.
The toxic
gossip.
No.
I'm missing chunks of my hair because of her. Ugh,
Your hair always looked like a rat's nest, though. So
are
look
you?
at your
Hold on.
hairstyle.
Are you missing hair because she pulled the hair in the previous scene, but nothing came off it?
She shouldn't be allowed in this school.
They must be talking about Millie.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, they're talking about Millie, everyone.
Anyways.
Yami reacts. We just get like a pink wig and just do a Yami style reaction. Oh my god, guys.
Oh my god, her hair just got ripped out.
Oh, that has absolutely got to be the next April Fool's thing we do.
That'd be amazing.
Just kidding.
We just like Photoshop Yami into the thumbnail so it looks like an actual Yami video. Actually, wait, that could get flagged. Anyway. And yes,
wait, they have pearl necklaces for arm bracelets?
Oh, actually, yeah. Also, this is something that in episode 2, this character said that at one point she actually tricked her boyfriend into buying her gold hoop earrings as well as silver ones because she had the silver ones don't suit her skin. And therefore, he bought the gold ones as well.
How do you trick someone into spending that kind of money?
More, but you know.
I have no idea because that's the same guy who says, "Oh, I can get any girl I want" or something. So yeah, clearly not a good relationship.
That explains it actually.
Yes, all aboard the toxic relationship train. But the fact is that yes, that's why I didn't sing it.
Wait, that's what Reina's gonna sing. That's what Reina likes to sing.
Reina's already got a theme. Anyway, and it's also copyrighted.
Oh yeah, well, we need to fix that. Well, we need to like either do a cover or we need to make an original version of that.
Yeah, I will talk to Shorty about that at some points. Okay. But yeah, the reason I bring that up is because in universe that very well just could be Silver, and she was wearing one of those silver bracelets before, not two, I think just one before, but now she's got. But that was about to me was like, oh, that was just a complete lie through and through. I just don't care about that. It's like it was obviously a lie, but the fact is she's not even trying. Yeah.
Crush on that nerd. I know, right? She has such weird taste in boys. I guess I
Nerds are not cool, everyone. What a novel concept. Radical.
shouldn't be surprised.
I don't know that anyone uses nerd as an insult in modern day either, if I'm being honest.
Probably not.
Well, I think people who like music are freaks, so you know.
Well, okay, see,
I don't know,
freaks isn't a good thing, but nerd is at this point. Nerd has been completely altered in modern day.
No, what I'm saying
think I
is this
have
is like
seen
High
some-
School Musical logic of, that's not cool. Ha, no one likes that, even though people do. I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
how many people are into musicians? A lot of people will be like, "Dang, you're a musician."
No, I don't
Actually,
like music.
in fact, you know Leah, the best friend of the gold digging character. Yeah, she
Yes.
at one point actually said last episode, "Oh, you can sing? That's hot." So, again,
Yeah, I mean,
double standards.
I don't know. I feel like singing is kind of like a hot trait on a person. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
There you go.
Jacob, you should serenade your next girlfriend.
I literally like write songs for any
Yeah,
girlfriend
you
that I
should
have
just to ask someone out. You should serenade them.
Is that how you get a girl?
Well,
You
no,
know
that's like
what?
after
Maybe,
a month.
I don't know.
That's like
Maybe.
after a
Have
month.
you tried it?
Have you tried it on guys, Aiden?
No, because
Well, Aiden, if Jacob is any indication, maybe you should start serenading the boys you see on the street.
Yeah, grab a guitar and just go all aboard my dating profile. There you go.
What are you doing?
All aboard.
What am I doing?
Dinosaur
What are
train,
you doing?
Dinosaur train. Don't mind me.
Trying to find out what Zoe has on Millie.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
I need to get a book between you two. Could you move?
Sure.
Sorry, Sadie.
You guys are such a cute couple. You guys should kiss.
I feel like if Sadie actually said that, they'd be like, "Oh, okay, sure." Hug her up, sweet cheeks. Yeah, because everyone's just scared of her for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's true. Are they trying to do like a romance thing in this at all?
Unfortunately, it appears.
I mean, I don't hate the idea of them getting together. It's
You
just,
don't have to answer that because you've seen the series, and you don't have to answer that question.
Oh wait, I will say this is just a thing to Rosie closing in the future. Do not publicly acknowledge any ships that can become canon, because that may show that you have support or lack of support for a certain ship. Even if it's blatantly obvious to the audience, don't ever acknowledge it as a creator. Like a fan can acknowledge it, you can acknowledge fan art with them together, but you can't be like, "Oh man, what if I did a meme video with these two characters who may end up together? Maybe, I don't know. You know, who may have showed potential romantic chemistry. Therefore, you know, it's like, really? Like, remember that meme was like two best friends in a room, they might kiss? Like, she apparently did a version of that with these two characters. And it's just like, that's kind of weird to do that unless they become canon.
I had a gotcha meme idea at one point because there was a song that was trending for a while that was like, "She my best friend, yeah, we not a couple," like that. I was going to do it with Rainer and Julius because, again, you know, it's essentially, you know, you should do what I do. Don't acknowledge it's the shipping, publicly and actively denounce them. Then more fan arts and stuff will appear, just to spite you. I know who you all are. Anyway.
You know what? We should start making some more Julius and Raina fan art, guys.
This is what happens.
Totally throw them in the Mean Girl Discord server if you're not a part of it. Like, just have art of them together. Like, especially if they're holding hands or kissing. Like, that would be even more appealing if you do it like that. Jacob will love that. He'll feature it in the next Mean Girl episode as well. Think about it. Well, maybe not the next episode because I think all the fan art's been. Well, he's almost done with that, but you know, maybe, but a future one, maybe another episode of the Mean Girl, you know, after 2, or the next remake. Depends on what comes next.
All right.
Speaking of Mean Girl,
I guess
we got all the scenes for that, so you know it's up to Jacob to finish editing the audio and stuff like that. And well,
wow, this feels like throwing Jacob under the bus now.
It's like, we better hurry, guys. Jacob better hurry. You know, we have all the scenes.
Listen, because I'm actually making progress. Joke's on you.
Don't worry, guys. I've done everything. It is now completely on Jacob. If you have any issues,
everything is on Jacob. Like I did my part. It's up to.
Hey, don't worry, everyone. I've done everything to jump up episode 3. My video's completely ready to go. All I'm waiting for now is Aiden's perspectives. We can upload them at the same time, like we said we were going to.
Listen, it's not my fault. I blame depression.
Okay.
We had the same idea, huh?
It will
Seems
Jacob,
like
now
it.
you have to go and get a diagnosis. See if you have depression. Maybe you can.
Sounds like they know.
Maybe you can rebuttal it.
Just the turntables, yeah. Uno reverse card. The diagnosis just there. Anyway.
Something about a crush of hers. I'm going to confront them myself.
Wait!
Oh, please don't do this bit where you're like, hey, you're not very nice.
They're holding hands.
I have a plan I think will work. Will you trust me?
Those are emotions I could only picture on a Markiplier lore video. All right, that is some Wharf Stash type movement.
Okay.
I don't know
Sure,
what that means, but yes.
One of the characters that Mark does.
Could you let go of my hand?
I love it when Daddy Mark.
Sorry. You stay here. I'll talk to the girls.
Oh, you're gonna. Why did I say that?
Hey, girls. What you talking about?
Oh, hi, Jake. Not much. None of your business. Why?
Well, I just happened to overhear some.
What?
It's so interesting how
Oh, sorry, I had to take a second to process
Jake,
that.
Yet they seem to get along whatever he does.
I had to take a second to process because I thought she was saying it's none of your business, and then the why was in reference to what she said herself, and I was like,
Jake really said this is man's work. Okay, to be fair, he knows these two more than Haley does.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Honestly, they wouldn't listen to Haley if Haley went up to them. They'd be like, "Oh, what do you want, freak?"
Yeah, that's one thing I can definitely give the music for, is that the dynamics in this, romantic tension aside in certain individuals, but other than that, most of the dynamics are pretty well set up, and they seem like they've been established for some
just
time.
saying, guys, I'm totally on the Daisy x Jake train.
So am I. I've only seen, like, again, I've only seen the first two,
I know,
2.5 episodes. But I am as well, because
like, I don't know, maybe Haley and Jake will ultimately be in game. I'm probably, but I don't care. I will forever be shipping Daisy x Jake because they're adorable, and Daisy is so sweet, and I love her, and they deserve to be happy.
Thank you, Aiden. Now I know there's going to be no endgame reveal at the end of the season. Okay, but actually,
there's a season 2. We'll be fine.
Okay, yeah. Regardless, I mean, look, I
still feel like I'm not seeing any romantic connection between anybody.
Oh well, actually, I mean, I think you might have forgotten about Jake's crush on Daisy, which is again very obvious. And actually, it reminds me of actually like one of my very early crushes, like right down to Daisy's like actual characterization. So that might be a bit of bias, and this is the one time I admit to personal bias in the Music Freaks, but it's still quite. I feel like it still works.
I don't know. I mean, I do have a thing for like the sweet. I do have a thing for like characters getting with like maybe like the sweet girl. I don't know. I think that's kind of cute. Like a couple dynamic, like the sweet girl, maybe a more shy guy or something like that. Or well, Jake's kind of complicated to talk about, but you know.
I wouldn't say that he was necessarily shy, except around her, which is a good contrast again.
Yeah, but like Daisy is like a super sweet, nice, kind of soft spoken, but like a really sweet girl, and I don't know. I think they're really cute together, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like when they interact.
About somebody's crush. Thought you might share the gossip.
Well,
The
if
toxic
you're
gossip
so
train?
interested, you know that little rat Millie from this morning, the one that yanked half of my hair out.
Yeah.
Except she again didn't.
What do you mean, huh?
I remember. I have a
She's
black eye from
exaggerating.
her, if you haven't noticed.
Well, I may or may not have taken her diary and found some juicy information about her crush.
When and how did you do that?
I even have a page
I
ripped
broke
out
into her
proof.
home, committed a
You
felony.
ripped out the page. Why would you rip out? Just use a. Okay, hang on a second. I'm just
Well,
gonna.
for proof. She ripped out the page for proof.
And then stole her diary.
I'm just gonna.
and
Okay,
ran.
so a dear character's name I've forgotten. You see one of these. This is called a bookmark. You can use this. You don't have to yank out pages from things to remember where you are.
No, I mean, no. She's saying she stole a page out of the book and left the diary there.
But she also said she stole the diary. Like, make up your mind.
No, she didn't steal the
Oh.
diary.
She stole a part of the
so
diary.
that's
She
why
stole a page.
Millie's so angry with Zoe. This girl is really something else.
That it's her fault for leaving it out on her desk. Someone else would have picked it up.
No, they wouldn't
That is
have.
something that's like, why? Why would you leave your diary on the desk like that?
Isn't that like
Well, so who
breaking
brings a
girl
diary
code?
around?
Yeah.
Or
Diary
something?
around anyway.
Especially
I
to
don't know.
school, yeah. It's to this school that's, again, you mentioned before, has a bully problem, which you are
Yeah,
actively engrossed in.
Yeah, it's the
Doesn't
same
seem
thing
like a
I
good
was saying
idea.
the other day where like, oh, it's an old book. And I'm back here thinking, why would you let kids access ancient books? This isn't a thing that you can trust them with.
It's just a very old school, and the library catalog goes back centuries. I don't
That's
know.
if you even consider her a girl. She's a
There-
tramp. Totally.
Wow. Wait, so
Yeah,
tramps aren't girls? I see how it is.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought they said trans for a second there. I was like,
Nah.
she is
Although,
a
let's
trans.
be honest, she would be the kind of girl to say something like that.
Yes.
She would be the kind of girl.
Pardon me for a second. Are you in fact a trans?
that's the way people on Twitter speak, man. Look,
Yeah.
people think pronouns existed along the trans movement. It's weird.
I don't know. I always find it weird, like when they're like, "Oh, man, you and your pronouns." Like everyone has pronouns. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I do remember there was a story about like one teacher who ended up getting who a parent reported at one point for teaching about pronouns. The teacher, of course, is an English teacher and was teaching a grammar lesson.
Yes,
as anyone put together.
grammar is indoctrinating our kids, guys.
Of course.
You know,
It's like-
I
it's
think
like the
that's
Ghost
really
Monkey
just
trial
telling of
from,
the. I think that's just telling of the amount of people that did not stay awake in English class.
Yeah, and now have children. Scary.
Also, people do realize stuff like even "we" is technically a pronoun.
I mean, technically, it is. That's not a technically. It just is.
Yeah, but it's like one of those things where it's just like, really? I don't know. People are weird.
Yeah. It's one of the situations where I'd just be like, it's like, excuse me, I have a complaint. Ah, yes, really? You have a complaint? Please do tell me about your complaint. You know, just make it really obvious.
You should give that back to her.
Excuse me? Are you seriously on her side? After
Well, you
what
did
she
steal
did
from
to me
her.
this
Oh, we get the flashback of Code Lyoko where Sissy stole always like, yeah, but Sissy stole the actual diary, and Yumi also stole Sissy's actual diary. Ripped pages out.
morning?
Breaker
I know
knows.
you only joined their freak show to sing or whatever, but it's not like you need her.
All right, fine, keep
I mean, they
it.
do kinda need
I'll
her,
just
but
be on my
okay.
way. You know,
We haven't seen too much of the band themselves actually playing together yet to figure out like their dynamics. So I
We
guess
do
Jacob,
get practicing scenes.
yeah, Jake is kind of going off of like his like just like what the band says. This is the first time I think that Jake has actually done anything in this series that's for altruistic purposes. So again, he is actually evolving a bit.
you know what? I think I might go see what Drew's up to. I've yet to tell him about how I saw you with your sugar daddy last weekend.
What?
Oh,
Wait, how do you know about that?
I didn't, but I do now.
Well, Zoe wasn't exactly low-key about it at the shopping mall last month ago when I happened to walk by.
Last month ago.
And if my memory
That
serves
is a
me
good
right,
thing to keep in your back pocket. That is a very handy thing.
Absolutely. I reckon maybe he's the kind of person who just does that for everyone. Kind of like Zoe herself, it seems.
Dude,
Yeah,
he has
Drew, I'm
dirt
point.
on everybody at the school that he just is waiting to let out.
Well, he should use that on Xander soon.
tightly around his. Aw, you two looked very cozy together.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me.
Take it. You can give it back to that freak. And it's not like I was actually going to tell people anyway. It was just a joke.
Ah, but they
Josh,
all say.
Sure.
Please don't tell Drew about what you saw.
Cross my
I feel like that's the most tsundere thing I've seen in this series so far.
heart.
Well, I didn't know Jake had such a bad boy side to him. It's kind
Why do girls like him bad? I don't know, but it's true. Take it from the baddest they can get enough for you.
It's time to tame him, I guess.
God.
I was tempted to turn this on for a second and just start dancing to Danny Gonzalez, but anyway.
of hot. Leah! I just got blackmailed! Sorry, Zoe.
That is
Mission
the yeah.
success.
That
can't
sounds
believe-
about the sincerity that you would expect from someone. Sorry, you know what can you do?
Yeah, Leah's very much down bad. Although now that I say that out loud, this is one time I might ask for like a little bit of like a fandom spoiler. So has there ever been a moment like in the fandom where Jake and Leah have been teased anyway, or hinted at by Rosie, or whatever the heck happens?
No, not in general. I mean, they did have a moment where they kind of connected on a deeper level at one point in a future episode. And that did happen, but
like the non-canon, please everyone start shipping this thing.
non-canon shipping has happened to them.
Ah, weird.
Although I will say, if a creator's going to endorse any ship, I would recommend at least endorsing the ones that are obviously never going to become true or canon.
Yeah, like I don't think Jake's ever going to like suddenly wake up one day and just suddenly like notice Leah for the first time or something like that.
Yeah, but say
Leah immensely to Haley, quite honestly. At least as in terms of compatibility.
Leave those girls. Snooping into people's diaries like that?
Leah right now, honestly, just doesn't really work well with Jake. He's like, it's kind of like a one-sided crush anyways.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like I prefer her to Haley specifically. Not saying that she's like, oh yeah, this is like if I was forced to choose between just those two options, then that's who I would go with.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Thank you, Jake. I really owe you.
Nah.
Like Morpheus here.
I did it for my friend, Millie.
Oh.
So,
and I paused.
Do you think this will be enough to stop her from all the fighting?
I think so. I know how important
I hope not. I want to see this go further.
I'm sorry, hold on a second. There is no way that we just saw a musical number involving years of mutual retaliation between different people, and a whole huge rival is showing up, and this one event is going to solve all of that. That makes no sense.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, it could at least help show her that she has friends to rely on who will help her through anything. So, I mean, that's a way to show it without just telling her, "Hey, we're here for you," being like, "Hey, look, we did this for you. We helped you out." Therefore,
that's true. Yeah,
careful.
it would help. Yeah, maybe, and then maybe also if Jake had said something like, "Oh, stay away from Millie entirely in future," then I will also not reveal the sugar daddy thing. But it will be a start for sure. But there's no way this is going to solve everything, should.
I know why she has a lot of anger. She struggles to make friends in her class, especially with other girls. And girls in high school aren't always the nicest to each other. I'm glad that she has us. You can tell that she feels free to be herself in the club.
It depends.
I feel the same way. On second thought, I think I should take that from you.
Wait, what? Why should you have it?
Yeah, I want the credits. Bye, Jake.
This feels like the One Ring scenario. It's like he has the page and now he doesn't want to let it go.
I must blackmail Millie myself.
Yes. Give me the page, Deagle. I mean, Jake. It's my birthday.
After all. Oh, I get it. You just want to take all the credit.
That's what I said. Yeah. Predictions.
Don't be stupid. I just can't trust you not to read it.
Hey, I would do no such thing.
Oh, you're definitely
haven't done it already.
I'm a gentleman at heart, after all. Besides, haven't I already gained your trust?
I suppose you're right. I trust you. Just give it to her as soon as you can, before she has another scrap in the hallway and she really does.
You think her seeing this thing is not gonna set her off? Okay, I
mean, actually, that's a good point. She doesn't know that the page has been taken yet, unless she's checked.
No, she does know. That she literally said in her fight with the girl in the beginning, "Give it back. I know you have it."
That's a list. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
No, she stated, "Give it back. I know you have it." Therefore, it's gonna say that she knows. Sweeping with Mr. Broomy Broom.
Yeah, and that is a really good motion that was done there as well.
Well, that's a pose in Gacha life.
Yes, I know, but not at that speed.
That's decent.
I mean, I guess you can speed it up.
You can speed it up, but you can't. But what you can't do normally is like slow down so that the motion, then you stop and pause for a bit. That's not how it normally goes. You just like slow down the entire thing if you use just a looping animation.
This is the music room, right?
Whoa.
hold on. So she was actively searching for people to join this music club, knew about the whole thing, but just didn't realize where the music room was the entire time. Not buying it, Daisy. What's your angle?
He's really cute. Yep.
And they don't know who she is. She's been scouting for them.
That would be this room.
In fact, she's also the head girl. Everyone knows who she is.
Oh, right. Silly me. I just thought rehearsals for the band competition would be going on right now.
Oh,
cute skirt,
well,
but...
they would be, but we usually practice at lunchtimes now. You should come by tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
You guys not have like a note for that anywhere? Is there not like a letter
Well,
hanging
they're not really
outside the
public
door?
rehearsals.
Yeah, I guess like I think you would just tell the band, really.
So, what do you play?
You mean in the
I
band?
play the broom.
Yes!
Yeah, no, in life, in sport, of course in the band.
I'm very interested in your band and super
I'm so interested. I didn't know where your room was.
excited for the competition.
Well,
I bet it'll
she's
be
got ballet
amazing.
and a bunch of stuff, but you know.
She's the head girl.
Yeah, and head girl stuff. She's been busy, man.
Ah.
Too busy.
Sorry,
I know, but a head girl doesn't know her way around the school. Anyway.
I got a little too excited
The
there.
more I hear it, the less meaning it has. It's like a government of women.
Just read more.
And who's the head woman?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see other people excited for us. To be honest, I don't really play any particular.
Glad to see other people's side for us, unlike the bunch of people in episode 2 that came around specifically because they were hyped about this.
Instrument in the club. I usually produce the music, find beats, that sort of thing.
Yeah, or in your case, find entire melodies and have no need for other instruments at all.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yep, it's pretty fun.
Dang. Why are you making fun of Sean? He has your name, Jacob. He has your name. You can't make fun of the man.
Oh, really? Like I haven't made fun of Fallen Angel, Sean?
We don't.
Oh,
Okay,
the mouth
maybe,
movements. Oh, I need that, yeah.
Can I help you with anything else?
Oh,
yeah, you can help me if you give me your number.
I was wondering why you're cleaning by yourself. I don't mean to sound rude, but isn't
Don't we have
that
janitors?
the janitor's job?
I guess it is, but I like to do it myself. Cleaning is sort of a hobby of mine.
I see.
I think that's a hobby of everyone's.
A hobby's something you enjoy doing.
Isn't it lonely? Staying behind
Yeah,
after school?
but like everyone does that in their pastime. That's called housekeeping.
There's a difference between a hobby and a chore.
In a classroom?
You don't need to worry about me. I want to stay behind. And besides, Mr. Broom and I have plenty of great conversations together.
Mr. Broom. Oh my goodness, this is Rose
my
and
favorite
Miraculous
character.
now.
Can
He's great
Mr.
company.
Broom have a song?
It's the broom song, guys.
Yeah, from Mary Poppins. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim
Vroom
chim
vroom, I go vroom vroom.
There you go. Season 2, Rosie Claus, if you happen to watch this video for some reason, there you go.
Hey! How about I keep you company?
Oh, there's no need.
That's okay. I love cleaning too. Plus,
Okay. Kind of
I
strange.
feel like Sean is trying to get rid of her, and she's just not taking the hint.
more fun when you're
Listen, she's so
company, right?
sweet.
Yeah, that is true. That's why he's not being like, please leave right now. 'Cause
He
he's
does
like,
not
"Oh,
look impressed, yeah.
like, you're so sweet, but I can't tell you that I want to be alone right now because you'll take it the wrong way. I don't want to hurt your feelings because you're so sweet and everything. Yeah, again, feels like a real human interaction here.
Well, all right then. Thank you. Sorry. What's your name?
I'm Daisy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you too. I'm Sean.
From Mario?
Oh, I see. So you're Sean.
Not dignifying that.
Jake has told me a bit about you. You're in the year above, right?
Yeah, I'm sort of the big brother of the group.
That's so sweet. I bet they really look up to you.
Well,
Did her eyes just morph? I'm still got Theater Throwdown in the brain, but I'm pretty sure her eyes just like tilted like that.
Toot my own horn, but I guess they do. Hey, want to listen to a new track I've been working on while we clean?
That is a thin door.
I tell you what, I appreciate the effort. If you saw the shot was getting stale, decide to cut to the outside and show some extras that did not need to be here. This is the kind
I am
of
really
extra
impressed,
mile that
especially with
makes
the
sense.
extras in the series. Even before it got animated, and especially in Gacha Life, because Gacha Life was really hard to do extras since there wasn't all the features in Gacha Club.
Exactly, which is why Liam and Brian were the only backgrounds eventually.
Well, now I've Gacha. Now we have more background characters than the main girl, so that's
I know that. I mean, like at the time.
Well,
did they just avoid me? I guess yesterday did the trick.
Unlike the years of the same thing happening before that didn't do the trick. Clearly, this is the contributing factor.
I am pretty terrified.
It's going by Markiplier logic here. If it didn't happen on screen, it simply doesn't exist.
But it did happen on screen. It happened during the musical. That was her memories. That was her actual memories.
Yeah, but that's just a memory. Those can be altered and changed according to Markiplier. Wilford mother-loving Wharfstaff taught me that reality is worthless and that memories are inconsistent.
That's kind of concerning, but okay.
That's like the entire moral of that one. It is literally just don't worry too much about the small things. That's the entire thing.
Hey, noises.
Oh, what's up?
I have something to give you.
You do? Where did you get that?
I knew this was gonna happen.
Hey, chill out. I was gonna give it to you anyways.
Which is why you just said, I'm going to give you something.
You okay, Millie?
If you tell anyone about this...
Oh, don't worry, I didn't read it. Well, I heard a bit from Zoe and Leah, but they didn't actually say who the mystery boy was.
Those guys...
It could be a mystery girl, too.
If it was a boy, yeah, exactly. Didn't say
You guys are bound to tell the whole school eventually.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. I sort of have my own dirt on Zoe, so she promised to keep her mouth shut. They won't be telling anybody about this.
You blackmailed your friend for me?
Well, when you
How
put it like
honored you
that...
sound.
Whoa there.
Oh, thank you, Jake! I didn't know what to do.
Also,
you
that
really
was the cutest little waddle.
It was, nothing. Anything for a friend.
Hey, look, it's a natural-looking hug in Gacha Life. Not an easy feat either.
Sorry I didn't tell you guys. I was just... embarrassed. I thought I could deal with those girls by myself, but in the end, I just made it worse. Oh, and I'm really sorry for punching you. I really didn't mean to. I feel really bad about it.
Oh, this? Don't worry. I know you didn't actually mean it.
Yeah, you look like
Besides,
Zuko now.
Okay.
No! I must find the missing page and restore my honor.
Hey.
Whatever makes you feel better about it.
So, you promised
that's
not
the one with the bandage on the face.
to get any more scrap?
Yeah, I promise. I'm so glad you got this back for me. If the whole school found out who my crush was, I think I would have had to change schools.
I thought she was
Don't
say,
add that foreshadowing.
if I
You have sent it into the universe. That's what you just did. That's what we in the business call foreshadowing. That's like saying, "Oh, this can't get any worse."
I mean, again, Zoe clearly knows the name, but yeah, I thought she was gonna just like do like a Freudian slip and be like, "Oh, if people found out that I have a crush on blank, this would ruin me," and then everyone hears that. It's like, I said it out loud, didn't I?
Dude, you froze there, so I just saw your arm raise. I was picturing like the bat grappling hook. You just shoot it into the air and just go.
Wow, William, all this time talking about not doing spoilers, and behold, I guess this is the thing coming.
I just wanted to tell you I've started to bloom.
I also saw I also saw the letter looking through the window. Imagine if he did that.
You should come by the garden and see some.
Oh, okay.
Great. Well, see ya.
What is Jake doing? Why is that Jake's expression?
He's just like,
It's like,
what?
oh.
You're into a nerd?
Yes, now everything makes... That's the face that someone makes, you know? It's like, crush.
Yeah, that's the face of constipation, alright.
Wait, you guys aren't constipated constantly?
Yes, thank you, but I have to go right now. You're welcome for the page. Bye.
Wait, he's your crush? Ow!
Don't shout it out loud, you idiot!
You've denied it, but, well...
Sorry, it's just... Ow.
Hey, no, look on the bright side. You now have 2 bruises.
Second.
Hello? You alright,
Yeah,
dude?
hey.
Did Jacob die?
Looks like a...
Jacob's here. He's... Oh, well, not
No,
anymore.
Jacob isn't here! I had a feeling Jacob was gonna disconnect. I'm like, Jacob?
Yeah, the thing froze and everyone went quiet. And then he started
don't worry. Now we're here. We can say whatever we want. Pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, I'm not doing this bit. That's weird. I'm good.
I just start swearing a lot. No,
that's what I thought you were gonna do, yeah.
Screaming swear words at the audience. Like, oh, I can swear now. Listen, I would never do that. That would be wrong. But if I were to do that...
We're back. Let's go.
Oh! Jake! I'm glad I caught you. I meant to watch you at rehearsals yesterday, but I got the time wrong.
Oh, it was yesterday?
Will you guys be practicing today?
No.
I got the time.
Will!
Yes.
Again.
Why is everyone frozen?
What do you mean, everyone? I don't have my icon on.
Okay, why is the video and Jacob... Okay, no, Jacob's back, I think.
He definitely moved.
You're back, I think. Okay.
Alright.
So, guess I'm not the only one with a crush.
Hi guys, thank you so much for
there we go.
watching. Now before you click off, I'd like to let you know about.
Go on.
Firstly, I want to say a huge thank you to who animated the fight scene for me in the beginning of this episode. She's an extremely and underrated animator in the community, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys would go and check her out. Her links
She most likely managed to get elbows right now. Probably.
will be in the
Jacob froze again, did he? Did he? Jacob?
Yeah, he's definitely...
Blink twice if you need help. Yeah, I don't think Jacob needs help.
Oh, no, he's moving again. Oh, well, no, he isn't.
No, he's dead.
Yep,
Okay,
well.
now that Jacob's gone,
Welcome
what do
back
you want
to...
What do you want to start saying to the stream?
Welcome to the BB channel, guys.
Yeah, this is BB's channel, and you know now she owns everything on the on the channel now forever. Except for the main girl. Jacob said I could have that.
You got ownership of the mutant girl, yeah.
Yeah, listen, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna.
It was really just a ploy to steal more characters.
Yeah, no. Mutant Girl season 4, like there's gonna be no Mutant Girl characters left.
Mutant Girl season 4 isn't happening. It's just going to be one more episode of season 3, and as all the characters moving to Canada.
They all moved to Canada.
Every one of them.
God, that'd be so weird.
The only one left behind is Pop.
No, Pop dies. She gets like ran over by a bus and he gets isekai'd.
Is it Miss Frizzle's bus?
Yes. It literally
Miss
goes like
Dysart comes out looking at all the kids from Florida, all aboard.
Exactly. Oh, the video's gone.
This is correct. What? Man, this is entertaining, I tell you what.
Very.
You guys came for this content, right?
Yeah. No, this is the only reason they're here. Okay, I don't care about the end anymore. Let's wrap up quickly. Final thoughts time. Jacob, I don't think you could. I can't hear you if you're talking. But
That's why he typed.
All right. Final thoughts. It was good.
Good, yes. It was good, and okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what else
the
to
animation was pretty great. I feel like the shift between the realism with the music is a bit weird. I think it's conflicting. The fight scene was pretty smooth.
I want to see more fight scenes. There are no more fight scenes after this, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sad about that. I want to see people throw hands with animation, but you know, what do I? I won't ever get that.
I will say, I do think Jacob has a decent point about the. Sorry, I'm yawning.
Oh no, you're tired. BB, wake up. BB, the coma. You're coming out of the coma now. I'm sorry. You none of this has been
How
real
long
the
has it
past
been
few
since the
years.
accident?
Remember the accident. Remember when Miss Frizzle ran you over?
Oh no. I like the implication that I'm Pop.
Exactly.
Millie not it's just, man, those anger issues, they're really starting to become an issue. That's I was the final boss, yeah. No, I do think Jacob has a decent point though about the diary. I don't totally get how that was what ended it. If anything, I would argue that fighting actually would have been the logical end of it. But
you would fight people regardless.
Yeah, but like
my pacifist nature.
I'm just saying, I feel like if you're wanting to end a situation, that is probably the best way.
I mean, I guess you would end the situation by being expelled, but you know, I don't.
Well, no, but like no one else would bug you anymore.
Until you go to your next school, and then they may
unless of course you're doing, you know, music freaks, and in which case they would. But I mean, I don't know how realistic that is.
Because apparently people get bullied for liking music and being able to sing and being able to play guitar. Because those are lame. Those are lame traits that no one likes. No human being likes those traits. Like what?
I'm kind of surprised they haven't like vandalized.
Well, I mean,
when we're done with our final thoughts, and if Jacob isn't back yet, are we supposed to end the stream, or do we just sit here?
I can't end the stream. I can't push end stream.
Neither can I, but I'm assuming if we just so happen to have left, right, would it end on him? I don't know.
I don't think so. I actually don't think that would happen. Yeah, I think Jacob died all of a sudden. I'm kind of sad about that, you know? Now we gotta grieve, and I gotta host a funeral, and like
I like how much of a burden it is. Like, oh, now I gotta grieve.
Now I gotta grieve. Now I gotta have emotions. God, like, ugh, gotta actually deal with these emotions. Ugh. Should I just do an outro? Why do I hear
what's
boss
your final
music?
thoughts?
Final thoughts? I already gave my final thoughts.
Okay, I think you have to do more than it's good.
I mean, it was good to get focus on Millie and actually get some Millie development or focus. I will say, this is the one time in the whole season where we actually get any focus on Millie as a character. I mean,
Oh,
she's
how
cool,
exciting.
but like, this is her one episode where she actually gets to be focused on.
It's a shame, because I don't remember any of these characters, but Millie seems pretty cool.
I mean, you probably relate with Millie a lot, let's be honest.
I was just saying, she has good sensibilities. In a weirdly backwards world, I don't know how her solution isn't a solution in this world.
Listen, not all of us like to jump to violence, okay?
Well,
We're all about that non-violent life.
I'm just saying, in situations, I don't understand how it got worse, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, also, I saw at the very beginning of the stream, we never did look at it because we're busy, but, oh, wait. No. Okay, so, but somebody was like, they were saying, oh, does BB stand for butter? But no, it's Butter Bunch Butter.
Well, the Butter Bunch wasn't even invented. Like, you had the name BB for like years before the Butter Bunch even became a thing.
Yeah, the BB is actually just capitalized because I thought it'd look nice next to the butter being capitalized. Like, I just thought the BBB would look nice.
Yeah, I mean, it does look nice, you know.
Yeah, but the BB actually originated from the original username, which was one word, and it was BB accent, or one name, not so much.
What did BB accent even mean? Like, what was the what does that even mean?
The name, it didn't have a meaning. It was just something I made up for Xbox Live years ago.
I was like, BB accent. Like, what does accent have to do with two letters together?
It sounded nice.
I mean, it does sound nice.
That's okay. The name Apple Bottom is in a bunch of places somewhere.
Apple Bottom? Huh.
That was one of the names that I messed with for a small bit. It didn't stick around like BB did.
That sounds like a name I would come up with.
It was a funny name, but like, I don't know. It was just a bit weird for me. So I was like, I'm good.
What do you mean? You wouldn't want to be known as Apple Bottom?
Yeah, imagine us being in this stream, except if I had chosen to stick with that name instead.
Just like today I'll be joined by aidandabest and Apple Bottom.
It's real odd.
That'd be amazing.
I wonder how many people are still here. 3 people. Okay.
Where's Jacob at?
I don't think he's coming back. I think I don't think he's coming back.
We can't end the stream, baby. We need the stream to be ended. We can't just leave them in a blank room for an hour or two. Plus that could get Jacob.
You guys will come in on occasion, right?
Oh, hell.
You guys will come back, right?
Yeah, but like, we can't share our screen at all. We can't invite anyone new. No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Do you have admin privileges?
I don't think so, but I was given the perms to share my screen yesterday because I wanted to show an example of the Mr. Beast extension that I have.
You have a Mr. Beast extension? Cool.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Where's Jacob at? Help! Why does this always happen when I'm here? It's like, oh yeah, the stream has issues now.
So we can't pull up any messages though. So there is that, but KW.
Can one of you do the outro? You haven't already, please. In that case, it didn't show. Oh wait. And in that case, it didn't show up my final thoughts. Okay, I'll type my thoughts. Okay, these are Jacob's final thoughts. After watching Chasing, I didn't think the musical portion was getting worse. I was right. They couldn't. Once again, the song was not perfect, but still great. The same can't be said for the very rare.
It can be said.
It can be said. You read it. I can't read well.
Okay. All right. And in case it didn't show up here, my final thoughts. It didn't. Okay. Actually, hang on. Okay. It's just type my final thoughts. After watching, God, I can't do a British accent. Whatever.
Just read it normal.
After bottle of water.
Bottle of water. Cup of tea, mate. Cup of tea.
No. After watching Chasing, I didn't think the musical portion was getting any worse. I didn't think the musical portions could get any worse. I was correct. They couldn't. Once again, the song was not perfect, but still great. The same can be said for some very rare visual moments and the story logic, which remains at the I think he meant to say same level. And then he put in quote, okay, but why though? As usual. End quote. End quote. As usual. Sorry, it's hard to specify quotes when you're verbally saying it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really hard because like I guess you could say quote unquote, or maybe I guess you could emphasize how you say the words but like it's kind of hard saying it verbally without any visual indicators to visually indicate.
Yeah. Okay, so Jake and Haley both progress with each other, and Jake Jake and Haley both progress with each other, and Jake as a more selfless human being. So it may seem like not much important happened here, but it did, and I appreciate it. Man, I swear I'm better at reading than this, guys.
I can't read for crap.
I can. I am very consistently a good reader.
I mean, I guess I can read in my head well, but I can't read out loud well.
Oh no, Jacob was here to watch that.
Actually, no, I wasn't. I just got back now.
Oh. Well, we just read your final thoughts.
Poorly,
okay. All right,
but
you can do the outro while you're here if you want.
Yeah, I was just willing to honestly just stay in the stream and just see how long I could stay till how long I could keep this going until you came in here and just ended it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to be able to restore the connection to actually sever it in the first place. It's weird how Restream works sometimes. Okay, anyway. Right, so thanks everyone for watching. Please let me know your thoughts, means of liking or disliking, and leaving your comments on how the review went, I suppose. And if you're on my main channel,
please forgive the last 30 minutes.
Essentially, and also the tirade in the middle. Okay, and to everyone on that note, until next time, this of course is better than what we reviewed yesterday.
I disagree. You guys are hating on my, what was it, theater throwdown?
Oh, what, like I'm hating on the perfection that is the Music Freaks? I don't know. Okay, but yes, thanks for watching again, and on that note, until next time, farewell, and also see you all soon enough for another Butter Bunch video. Toodle pip.